Hello, and welcome back to
the Zak
and Buzz
Review of
Celebrity Traitors.
You got it.
Episode 2.
Oh, this is crazy fun. I tell you, I didn't know how I was going to react to Celebrity Traitors. And it's just, so far, 2 episodes, and I was literally laughing and tears. Tears were coming out my eyes.
I cannot believe how into this I have gotten.
Yeah.
Because we're only talking episode 2 of this series.
I know.
Now, it can be at the beginning of like previous series, a little bit of a slow burn. There's a lot of people, and you're trying to get to grips with everything.
But
obviously,
remember the names.
As I said in the previous review, this series is now well established. You can't guess at what's going to happen in the game.
No.
You can theorise, but it can change.
Yeah.
A moment's notice.
I mean, I just love the whole fact that it's all about human nature.
Yeah.
I think, shooting forward, Stephen Fry just saying, when you haven't got the evidence, you can only go on your gut feeling. And that is
so...
people are so wrong.
Interesting to see people theorising about who could possibly be the traitor based on human behaviours, their reactions to things,
how withdrawn they are,
who they're talking to,
or loud they are.
Exactly.
Or
it really is quite cool.
if they are looking shifty or not, which is really quite hilarious. And that's probably why I was crying so much with laughter, is because people are being accused that are definitely fakefuls. And
we know as the audience, but the only people that don't know are obviously the people in the game.
Anyway, let's start right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning of this. The cliffhanger of the previous episode was who was going to get murdered. We didn't know.
I actually like the way they edited it together, because they left you hanging, and even when we came back for the beginning of episode 2, you still didn't know how it was done.
Exactly. But the big twist, further to the twist that murdering them first, in plain sight, was in the first episode. The fact that the person who was murdered, it was slow acting this poison, so they actually came in for the breakfast.
I know, and that's what I was talking about, because Kate Garraway is at the breakfast. They were already saying Kate's being really loud and over exaggerating her body language.
She's not doing herself any favours.
And then when everybody's in, it's like, no, everybody's here. Maybe they've recruited somebody.
That seemed quite quite a thing to spring on.
Meanwhile, poor old Nico has been that little portion afterwards when he came up to Tom Daly and Church, Charlotte Church, and you just look at Tom Daly's face, and Tom Daly's going,
looks like a baby.
No, he does. He's going like, you're a traitor, mate. Yeah, you're a traitor, and he's so wrong because he's not.
Well, even this is skipping ahead a bit, but Mark Bernard was accusing Tamika Epson as being a traitor because of her reaction to the obviously the challenge that was to come.
Right, so let's go to that. Obviously, they all turn up at breakfast. We know that, and obviously Paloma Faith.
Paloma Faith.
I always say Paloma. Paloma Faith.
Yeah.
Bless her. Sorry about that, darling. We have met.
I mean, she's dead.
No, she's not. She's alive.
In the game.
And she's such a sweet young lady. And to see her at breakfast, and everybody's like, of course, Alan Carr he has his moments when he looks like he's going to give it away.
Yeah.
And then he comes out with like Stunner, where he manages to persuade it otherwise. Because, she's my friend. Yeah. We're so close. And she gave me 2 names, and then she was killed before I got the chance to find her.
That was such a power move by him.
It was brilliant.
I mean, honestly, how you wouldn't even expect that.
She mentioned 2 names, and then they killed her before I had a chance.
He has the legs to go a long way in this game, because he just comes across as being such a harmless, nice person.
It's just a fun person.
Exactly. That he would be the last person to guess.
Wouldn't hurt a fly, and is too bumbling, if you like.
Yeah.
No, offence meant, but too bumbling in his character to be a traitor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit like Stephen Fry. If from the moment you believe Stephen Fry is a faithful, you cannot believe that he's a traitor.
Well, you can obviously see how he was raring to go on the round table. He was the first one to speak.
He's so,
quoting
as I said it before,
Holmes.
he's totally analytical. He'll be quoting, he'll be doing everything.
I hope he stays longer, but I kind of think his days are numbered.
Yeah, I'm right from the beginning. I thought if the traitors are going to play a blinder, they got to do one or two things. They either got to get rid of him as a faithful, because everybody is going to hold on to the fact that he's a faithful. They're going to believe he's a faithful, or they have got to
get him on side.
And recruit him as a traitor, because so many people will believe that he's a faithful, they just will not believe that he's a traitor at that point. Yeah, so you've got to get rid of him or get him on board.
The scales of fate.
They told them, Claudia.
Yes, Claudia.
The presenter, Claudia with
the fringe.
That was the one with the fringe. Claudia.
We can remember this time.
We did. We just had a complete blank out. Anyway,
how many contestants? 19 contestants.
And then we forget Claudia. Exactly. So anyway, Claudia came in and said, "Put your morning clothes on," which obviously she that the lovely little bit in the kitchen. There's a little kitchen area with the rugby player, and he's like, "But you sure she meant morning with a U? Because she didn't actually spell it, did she?" And then there's but Stephen said it is. Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, he was like, "How do you know it's morning? As in you're mourning someone's passing?"
Exactly. She didn't actually spell the word, did she? It's just the fact that when the other guy says, "Well, Stephen thinks it was," and he goes, "Oh well, if he said
it's fine."
And that's what I mean. It's Stephen Fry. You're gonna believe him.
He's like the kingpin.
He is the Sherlock Holmes at the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas I'm amazed they haven't got onto Jonathan Ross, because Jonathan is such a trickster. He is in his character. He's
I think he's doing quite well.
He is
I'd
doing
like
well.
to see him progress through the game.
But I think they will catch him out.
Oh.
I think he's more likely to be caught out than Alan Carr.
Wow.
Because I think Alan is, as I say,
playing a blinder.
Playing the blinder at the moment, even though he's so unsure of himself, which could be his downfall.
It's great entertainment.
It is.
Great entertainment. He has nailed the part of Alan Carr.
So anyway, so they went and got them all out of the coffins. They had to guess who they thought they were talking about in order to earn money for the money pot.
Yes, so aim of the game was to identify the three people, one of which is the murdered individual, to put them in 3 coffins in the graveyard. If they guessed correctly, all 3 people that they guessed to go in the coffins, that would be £9,000. £3,000 apiece to go in the prize fund.
Well remembered. I'm impressed.
But they had clues and further clues which would deduct money off of that.
The first clues that the choir was singing, I thought, I have no idea.
Yeah, they really needed the additional clues.
The problem is, from a viewer's perspective, I mean, you've got a group of people there that you know most of the celebrities, and then there's other people like Nico that I've never heard of before. So, of course, if they're doing clues about them, I don't know. But then you follow some of these celebrities, and I don't know that some of them do podcasts
or radio shows.
So, you know, you've got to be really in with all this.
Which is probably why the other clues needed to be had.
Yeah, but they all know each other to the greater extent. So they kind of would know, because they interact together. They probably all end up at celebrity bashes and awards and things. So they've probably got a better inside knowledge of each other's background than we as viewers have, you know? Which
well, you say that, and I think they used at least one clue on every single one. They got one completely wrong.
Yep.
And I think they used 2 clues on the last one. So,
well, they didn't do bad.
They didn't do bad, and I think the prize pot is actually up to £19,500,
I believe,
so far.
Way! Obviously, all going to charity. Great fun. So, anyway,
and that little caveat to that is the fact that they earn about 4,500, I believe, after that game. But Claudia would have given them an extra 4,000 had they guessed which one had been murdered.
Let's put the R.I.P. wreath at the bottom of the coffin, and they got it wrong.
They got that completely wrong.
And then she did their walk up and down. And they got which is the chap in the Scottish outfit?
Mark Bernard.
Yeah, Mark Bernard. That is the smartest outfit. If you want to go to a funeral or a wedding, wear a kilt. He looks so smart. Does he remind you of kind of General Zod a little bit?
Tiny bit. I know he's done a lot of Big Finish audio drama stuff.
But he was being wise to stand back and look at everybody's reaction. But of course, then Tamika did comment on that. In itself could be seen as weird.
Being separating himself from the group to observe. I think there's some rivalry there being created.
Yeah, I mean, jumping forward just briefly to the round table, I think because he did mention the look of Tamika's face at that point. And I actually thought the round table, she actually took umbrage to that.
Yeah, you could see it.
Yeah, I mean, they're all there to play for charity, and everybody likes each other. Nobody's enemies, really, or anything like that.
Of course not.
But I don't think she just didn't like to be, like, pointed out in the crowd.
Yeah. 100%.
But poor old Kate Garraway, she's sticking her neck
out. I'm flabbergasted.
Oh, maybe they've recruited one. Oh, but that's the thing, because
she's digging an ever deeper grave here,
and I think
she's not going to be murdered. Period. I don't think she's going to get murdered. She's going to get voted out. Yeah, 100%.
Well, we're going to get to that in a few moments.
In a few moments, yeah.
So poor old Paloma,
gone.
She's gone. Alan Carr, blinder. She mentioned 2 names, never told me what they were. But then then they had the afternoon to. Sort of chat and stuff. Work things out.
Doing the old jokes of, I could be sitting with 3 traitors right now.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. No, you're sitting with 2.
Yeah, sitting with 2.
Sitting with 2. That was awesome. I tell you, that is the great thing, because as the audience, we know who they are.
We have the secret info.
Yeah, it's just like where Alan Carr is walking along with his arm around Paloma, and I trust you, she's saying, and he's going, oh, I trust you too. And it's like, you're going to bump her off. But that was the thing, you see, because it was how was he going to do it?
Yeah.
Because we missed that out, haven't we? And it was the fact that then they went back and then just, oh, you got a hair on your face. And
that was sealed and sorted.
Because we were saying yesterday that, maybe it would be off the desserts that the person was doing. Oh, you got a bit of stuff on your face. Yeah. But I didn't think, I mean, obviously, we only see the way they've edited it together, but I do think like passing around a tray of desserts is a dangerous thing to do
in a murder program.
Now, obviously, they didn't know somebody was going to get murdered in plain sight.
Yeah,
but you just, if you've watched it, you think I'm not going to hand anything to anybody,
just in
case that sees me voted out.
Because it was very interesting, especially when Stephen Fry was like going over this murder in plain sight. Well, that could be anything. It's very hard.
Yes. Could be somebody could pass you a book.
Exactly.
You could look for a book. Yeah.
Exactly. Could be a cup or a glass.
Exactly. So
interesting
you've got
stuff.
to be on your toes all
the time, because this game, if anything, is never certain.
No.
It's never straightforward. There's always a twist.
It's just about human nature, and it's that one thing that in life is somebody telling the truth or are they lying? But it was quite funny when she made the joke about the fact that they're all actors and therefore they should be used to people lying to.
That was
they're all celebrities. Yes, that's a lovely jacket.
Wow, I've listened to your podcast twice. Lies.
Yeah, that was
just me.
It's just deadpan lies.
She does such a good job.
She does.
Honestly.
And anyway, so we're at the round table.
Round table time, everyone.
And the moment we've been waiting for, and the buggers went and pulled the carpet out from under us at the end.
I am.
That's a cliffhanger. I love a cliffhanger.
I both love and hate this programme for the cliffhangers.
It could have been.
No,
well, the thing is, if you think about it, they could have taken it to the point that if it was level pegging.
Yeah.
They could have just then cut it then. Which one's it going to be? And that would be the conversation around the water canister in the office or the coffee maker. Everybody would say, which one is it? But we don't know what the scores on the doors are.
The scores on the doors, so far as I can recall,
are you going to remember this?
Was 3 to Kate,
yep.
3 to Nico. And it was like 1 or 2 for Tamika, but I think she's fine for now. So I think
Tom got one as well. Didn't
Tom got one, but I really think it is obviously between Kate and Nico.
Well, I think that's pretty obvious. I said the first one going out would be a lady, which obviously was on the round.
It wasn't who we actually thought.
No, it wasn't. But on the round table, it's a hard one to call.
Okay.
But I'm going Kate.
We're going Kate.
Or should we have done let's say them at the same time?
We can.
Jonathan Ross.
Do a countdown if you like.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Kate.
Nico.
Oh, you go, Nico.
I'm going Nico. So I think I don't know. It's something about his presentation isn't really conveying well to other people.
Okay, could you put it down to controversy here? Could you put it down to the fact that I think Nico, and I might be wrong, but out of all of them, because he is a content creator on YouTube and doesn't really revolve in the circles of all the actors.
He's kind of by profession. He's the odd one out.
The lovies, and I mean lovies in a nice way because we're lovies.
It's all respectful, but
the lovies are kind of more don't want to believe it's one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're going to go from that angle, Nico will probably be the one who gets the chop. But I still think Kate Garraway, because she's just been very loud.
It's a compelling argument for both of them. Because people were calling out Nico on a double bluff.
Yep.
But then Kate did try and defend herself, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think she did a very good job.
that was a very good job.
I don't even think that Nico did a very good job saying,
no.
Well, if I was a traitor, why would I put myself in a coffin?
Why would I single myself out?
Well, you would single yourself out because you know you haven't killed yourself.
And that was immediately called out by somebody saying, I think we've got a case of double or triple bluff here.
It's one of the ladies, can't remember which one. But so okay. Well, we can't wait until episode 3. So
when is that?
Next Wednesday.
Oh, that's too long.
Which is going to be a little bit annoying because I'm away filming on a big blockbuster movie.
Okay.
And so I don't know how we're going to do it. Are you going to handle it by yourself, or is Buzz going to pop up on a video call?
We can manage it. We're gonna sort this out. We're gonna have to do some kind of technical wizardry to make this work.
Well, it'll be Thursday because I've got to finish filming.
Yeah.
And then I've got to watch it.
Yeah.
In my trailer, and then report back. So it'll probably be
however it happens, we'll get it out.
We'll work it round.
We'll get it out.
Maybe you could have a stuffed effigy of me sitting next to you.
An effigy. You want me to construct a
buzz,
a scarecrow?
A scarecrow. Well, it is the season of Halloween. And,
that is true.
And Guy Fawkes night. So there you go. Maybe we should make a.
We could do something.
Don't stick pins in it though. Anyway, so that's our roundup of Traitors, Celebrity Traitors, episode 2.
I think we are onto a winner with this one.
We are.
I'm really looking forward to
I
next
was
episode.
laughing and literally the tears were coming out my eyes. I was enjoying it so much. It was brilliant. You know,
definitely 100%. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews
you'd like to see. And we shall see you in the next one. Woo!